Okay, what we've got here is an existing duct system. Our main trunk line is back there. It's the long, large trunk coming down here. These are our flex ducts that come off of that trunk line. And they go up and they go through the subfloor, and that's what you see inside of your house. It's your floor register that brings you heat and cool. What we've got is a condition where the contractor never put insulation back behind here, which is one of the major points that we need to address because there's a lot of air leakage back there. So we'll put the insulation in back there once we're done. What we've done, this white gooey stuff, is duct mastic. So we've sealed the connection because this was leaking air. It wasn't coming out through the register. We also took some foam and we used caulk to, if we can see up in here, this round bubbly stuff, we sealed this boot up against the subfloor, which we can see. It was leaking air. You can see the dark spots on the subfloor plywood, so your air wasn't getting up into the house where you're paying for it to go. So we had to pull some of this insulation out, caulk it against the floor, mastic the duct connection, the flex duct to the boot, and now we'll go ahead and fill the rest of this cavity with insulation, and the homeowner will get 100% of the air that they're paying for. Now, the other part of that story, if we follow this trunk line back, you'll see it comes over to a connection off the main supply line. We had to pull the insulation back from those connections and put duct mastic around those also because they're leaky. And you can tell an air leak if you pull that insulation back and you see anything that's dark on the yellow insulation. That means air is moving. This little rascal that's in the way is the downdraft kitchen exhaust. When we uncovered it, pulled the insulation back from the subfloor, we found a 1/2-inch gap around the whole pipe. This homeowner used to have to throw towels over the downdraft up in their kitchen because so much air came in, because we've got a 1/2-inch gap around the whole pipe. Well, we just foamed that, so that's nice and tight. The contractor did put good UL 181 listed tape on all these joints, but it wasn't pushed down and sealed correctly. So we come back and we seal it, and then we're probably going to put some of that white mastic over top of this and lock it in so we don't have any leakage coming in through here. Another point we've got, the insulation is not up against the floor. And what happens is that creates a small space between the top of this insulation and the bottom of our subfloor, and we get convective currents above that, so the insulation isn't doing its job. So we have to take what we call shark's teeth, these little metal supports, and we put them up in there, push it up. Now the insulation's up against the floor. It can do its job. The insulation will work the way it's intended to work. And we put these in about every 18 inches. You can see this one's down, that needs to be pushed up. And we'll go through the whole crawl space and seal that. And that's it. That'll keep bills down.